Hello and welcome to Brackenmore for this pre-season friendly commentary between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Emley AFC. I am your commentator, Adam Allcroft, for this evening's match, as we look forward to a friendly Emley cruelly denied promotion last year, losing in the last minute against Dunstan in that playoff semi-final. That did set up a Dunstan versus Stocksbridge Park Steels final, and we all know what happened with that. So the referee is just doing his final few checks before the game's underway. We're 2 minutes before the actual stated kick-off time. So we'll just go through the teams for you now. Well, Emley haven't provided a team, as is typical in pre-season, but Stocksbridge has, so it's Mikey Roxburgh in goal for Stocksbridge, Jordan Lemon, Jordan Barnett, Curtis Turner, Iggulden, Owen, Alfie Wilkinson, Luke Rawson, Jack Degushi and Thomas Poole. So Stocksbridge have got the game underway since we have started saying the team there, and it's Stocksbridge Park Steels who are wearing the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from left to right, while it is Emley in the claret and blue shirts, white shorts and claret socks, kicking from right to left. Iggulden on the ball now for Stocksbridge, carrying it forward, knocks it down on the right, looking for O'Connor, bringing it down, trying to keep it in, can't do so, goes out for an Emley throw-in. We will try and keep you updated with anything else we see of interest from other games happening tonight. We've got a League 2 fixture on tonight as well. So we'll try and keep you up to date with that. So right now it's with Emley for a throw-in. Actually, we said it was going to be Roxburgh starting, but there appears to have been a last-minute change with Ben Townsend now in goal. Say pre-season, these team sheets aren't written in stone. Townsend, who was out injured on Tuesday due to suffering an injury during the Tough Mudder event at the weekend. Emley got it back in defence, sent it forward, just took a clip off Rawson, high up in the air it goes. Turner wins a header, finds Rawson, gets it out left to Poole. Poole on the left wing with Degushi on the right today. All the way back to Iggulden, who gives it back to Owen. Takes his time with it, he goes forward to Turner, but back to Owen. Forward to Wilkinson, and he certainly wanted to do a quick pass to the left, but Barnett was not where he expected him to be, and it is now a front Emley after it goes out of play. Ball currently with Emley in the right back position for the throw-in. Taking his time over it before launching it downfield, headed away by Barnett. It's just been juggled in field. Emley have it back, accidental kick backwards, but Emley will keep possession. Back it goes into defence. Not long by the defence. Owen will head it away. O'Connor knocks it on, and well robbed by this blonde midfielder for Emley. Knocks forward. This goes to Owen, who takes the touch and outright to Degushi now. Degushi tries to get it to Rawson, takes a deflection and goes out play for a throw-in. There's a claim by one of the Emley defenders that it was air ball, but one of the weaker ones you'll see. Back with Lemon for the throw-in. Launching it upfield, looking for Rawson. It goes over his head and revived by Poole. Got a bit of a shunt in the back, but nothing given for that. Rawson's appealing, goes out for a throw-in after Poole, because of the shunt, wasn't able to control the ball. Poole moving over to the right-hand side for that attack, trying to overload the left-back area of Emley. See, not so long ago that this game has been played as a league fixture back in April on Easter Monday. It was Stocksbridge's last league home game, where the Steels won 2-0 thanks to goals from Elliot Owen and a penalty kick from Luke Rawson giving them a win. It was a vital win. It made sure Stocksbridge could get home advantage for the playoffs, and well, all led to Emley going out in the semi-finals and Stocksbridge winning in the semi-final and then the final. So back now with the Emley keeper. I presume it might be Declan Lambton, as Emley build from the back, knocked forward, but Owen will knock it away to Turner, who tries to turn, but robbed the ball. Two-man ambush on him meant he couldn't advance forward, but as Emley tried to get attacking, Elliott with a fair tackle. Alpha Wilkinson tries to get forward, but intercepted, and Wilson tries to win the ball back, but losing end. Turner slips over as Emley tried to do an attack, but DeGruchy back well, intercepts the diagonal through pass. DeGruchy on the ball now and pass it back to Lemon. He will drill one into the middle. No one's there for it. It's feeling like Stocksbridge are a bit early on in pre-season than they would be intended to with some of the passing. Hello, it's Allcroft. Hi from Cromford Rally near Matlock. Is Chance playing tomorrow? I wouldn't know what Matlock's doing or choosing ahead of. Well, I'm not even sure if they're playing tomorrow. They'll have a bye in the FA Cup to the next round as DeGruchy tries to go one-on-one with the number 6 of Emley, but the 6 wins out, tackles and clears. Emley now crossing the halfway line, looking for the winger here, but well covered by Barnett back in left back today. Seen him a lot at left wing as well during pre-season as Turner picks up the ball in midfield, sends one forward for the look for the runner Rawson, but headed away and headed on by the 4 of Emley. Wilson trying to find Turner back, but not a great pass. Turner just has to rescue it and send it back to Owen. Now with Barnett, who looks for Rawson, finds him, trying to get to Poole, but misses out on him and goes back to Emley, but they miss out on a header, and it goes to Lemon in the middle. Out it goes to Poole. First time pass looking for Rawson. Rawson peels off the wrong time, easily intercepted, but then well won there by O'Connor. Trying to find Rawson there with Wilkinson's pass, but it's up to Wilkinson fighting for the ball, but misses out on that, and now it's out here to left to this number 10 of Emley. Emley on the attack as the 10 continues forward with a bit of space. Lemon closing down, and the 10 goes backwards for now. The number 3 on the ball. Back to 4, and now to the 6, who takes his time here as Emley will start from the defence. Back it goes to their 5. We haven't been given an Emley team sheet. We will try and update what we can find out when we can. But the ball's not forward, and Eagleton will get it under control, and back it will go to Townsend. Sent forward now, and Rawson heads it on, but just going to go back to Lampton now. No one could get on the end of that. As it's right now, it's Emley, and it's a good turn from the number 10 before he distributes it back to 8. Out to left to the 3. Trying to get past his man, but DeGruchy's blocked him off well. Back into midfield to the 8 again. Then back into defence. Emley just working it from the back at the moment as they look to find a way through the Stocksbridge defence. Into the middle as Emley keeping possession for a while here. Not being able to break through yet as a 3 gives it back to the 10 who's in his own half, being pressed by DeGruchy, and then as he tried to get past DeGruchy, he just knocks it out to play. He was trying to not pass and run past, but he knocked it past, but he couldn't run past. 0-0 here with 7 minutes gone here at Brackenmore. And goes forward to DeGruchy, can't get it under control though. He's just going to drill back to the Emley defence, and Emley must have had 60% possession so far at least. He needs to do well. Out to the right. Back into defence. Taking it under control. Out to the right and continues to take it out. But then into defence it goes. Out forward into the middle. And to the right hand side. Knocked forward. Goes through a few men for finding that number 10. And it's opened up for Emley here as they break it out to the 3. He's going to go one-on-one with Jordan Lemon. The 3, a bit of tricky feet, lays the pass past Lemon, but Owen gets in with a tackle. His State keeps it in play, and now it's back to Turner. Stocksbridge defend well. Forward to Rawson, who chests it down, can't get it to DeGruchy. Back with Emley, who have had all of the balls so far in this game. Back it goes into defence. Knocks forward, but the diagonal is aimless, and Townsend will just sprint to keep it in. Could have left it go out for a goal kick though. Short it goes now to Eagleton. Just takes it under control, takes his time with it as he knocks it out in front of him. Drilled forward, looking for Rawson. Trolled holding it up, DeGruchy on the right. DeGruchy goes one-on-one. Tried to knock it past, look for Rawson, blocked, throw in for the Seals. back it will go for Lemon. To Turner, then back to Lemon again. Tries to beat his man, and he's doing well doing it, but as he slipped through, he was intercepted and cleared away. Back towards Owen, who chests it down. Back to Townsend. Who controls it over the halfway line and sideways to Iggulden. Back out now to O'Connor, in the middle to Turner. Then to Owen. And then all the way back to Townsend. Takes his time, clips forward, looking for Rawson. Tries to hold it up, goes back to field, but he manages to get it to O'Connor. Out left to Barnett. Barnett got a bit of space to work with. The 7 just closing down, and Barnett with the pass looking for Wilkinson. Wilkinson just can't get it on, but DeGruchy would try to control it, but he just gets his control wrong, and it's spilled out for a goalkeeper. That was a killer ball from the left-hand side from Jordan Barnett. And strikers will love a delivery like that. Wilkinson weren't far off getting his head on it. 10 minutes gone, still 0-0 here at Brackenmore. So back with Lampton. As the ball sent forward but headed away. Return into midfield, but Iggulden heads it back, goes to Turner. Out to Lemon now. Takes a touch, sends the ball down the channel. Had a weird curve in the air, but was still headed away. 50-50, won by the number 8 of Emley. He's on the ball with a foot, knocks it forward for their 11, who's got more pace than Iggulden, and he'll go one-on-one. Iggulden almost takes him out for the penalty, but then as the 11 tries to pin it back, it's Owen who managed rescue and clears it away. He couldn't find a fellow Emley attacker in the box, but it's the best attack of the game so far. Iggulden came very close to giving away a penalty, I think. And there's a great pass from Rawson for DeGruchy on the right, and Stocksbridge on the attack. DeGruchy puts he gets the cross all wrong, clips his foot underneath the ball, loops it over the bar. The run was good, the pass was good, the ball was not. Remains 0-0 here, 11 minutes gone. So back now with the Emley keeper. Sent forward. Barnett will head it away, loops over the full back, and this gives it to Thomas Poole, who brings it back, tries to get it onto his right, but will pass it back to Turner, who continues down the left, and Barnett now has it. Barnett falls back as well. Stocksbridge aren't really making the moves they need to at the moment. They get out to the left to Wilkinson, who tries to get into, bundle his way into the box, goes down under pressure, appeals for a penalty and not given. It was too light for a penalty, and then Wilkinson clips the defenders. He's trying to get it away, and that will be a free kick. Wilkinson just trying to loft it over the defender as he was trying to get through, but got a bit of a bundling into, and not enough for a penalty kick according to a referee. I think it needs to be a certain level of physicality before that is given as one. Back now with the Emley keeper. Ball goes forward from the keeper, and Owen will head it away. I think he was tripped as he do so, but no advantage from the referee on that occasion as it goes out for a Stocksbridge throw in the end. Townsend's expressing his dissatisfaction, to say the least, with the referee on that one. Back with Barnett for the throw-in. Into the middle. And for Barnett, just tries to clip it over the top. Look at DeGruchy, who heads it on. No one's there for it, and just wonder if they've got to think about something differently when they're going long, because right now we're seeing, oh, nice knock-on headers, but no one moving on to the knock-ons. Ball not long by the goalkeeper. Owen will head it out. Nice little header to the left to Barnett, really nicely cushioned before Barnett will switch it. Look for Rawson, who's on the right wing. Rawson again heading it on, and no one there for the head-on. So they're getting the head-ons at the moment, but they don't really work in a 4-3-3, if we're being honest, because the space is too wide between the attackers. The reason the long ball used to work in 4-4-2 was because you had two strikers working quite close to each other, and you had the big man, little man, Emley AFC, who had it on for Michael Owen, as the tradition was back in England, circa 2002. back with the Emley goalkeeper. The ball sent long. Owen will head it away before it's returned. Barnett will go for the header this time, and he returns it right back. Wilkinson will head it on, and 50-51 by Stocksbridge. Rawson heads on to left, and this could work in some. Wilkinson goes forward, and it is just going to end up going out, and it's going to be a free kick because there was a flying tackle by one of the Emley midfielders that, had it made contact, would have been a really dangerous one. It's one of those that, yes, a few years ago that would not have been a free kick because there was no contact made, but there is free kicks now given for the intent of the tackle. There's a quick free kick taken, and the ball eventually is crossed into Eagledon, who heads it wide of the goal. Emley defence looked a bit stood on spot for that one. Stocksbridge weren't that far off taking advantage. Eagledon wasn't able to keep his header on target. If you're listening here on the YouTube commentary, do feel free to get involved by commenting. It does actually, just commenting actually helps the commentary because it shows engagement, and that's what YouTube likes. It's engagement. It's why people will say very offensive things on here. So people go, I hate you for doing this and I'm offended. Yeah, but you're helping him get some money. But anyway, if you want to help us get some money, you can give us either a chat highlight or a super chat. You can do that with the $ there next to the chat thing, and you can then put in your donation amount and help the club out. And Ramirez, Emley go on the attack here. It's the captain for Emley on the ball in central midfield. Back it goes to the defence midfield as Emley look to get away through the Steel's defence. Stocksbridge defence that has not conceded more than one goal in any pre-season tie. You have to give it all the way back to the defence. Emley being told to keep it by their left back as they put it into field. The 10 tries to slide pass along, finds his man, but the 7 forced backwards into field, trying to find the right wing. It's a really good pass, and it looked like they may have unlocked the defence here as a loop cross goes to the far end side, and it's O'Connor who heads it away. He really gets a bit of clattering for what it's worth as well, and it's a free kick to Stocksbridge because of it. 16 minutes gone, 0-0 here at Brecon Moor. Townsend will step up to take this free kick. Currently with Eagledon, carries it out, continuing to dribble it out. Big ball forward for Rawson, who heads it on. DeGrushi's looking to get on the end of it, poked away if we could get to him, but that was a better head on and link up than what we've seen. Barnett could win this trailing ball as well, and he has won it. Looking for an option now, we'll find an overlap with O'Connor. Right-footed cross in for Rawson, who chests it, loops in the air, trying to bring it down. He's been blocked off, goes to DeGrushi, sent a shot, blocked. Very close to him, the block comes in, and then cleared away. Sue Allcroft commenting, come on lads, let's have some goals. Well, we're getting closer on that one. It was a good looking attack, all came from the link-up, the long ball, working much better between Rawson and DeGrushi, because they were playing close to each other. It goes into the midfield, pull, back it goes into Turner, who's going down the left-hand side, brings it back, looking for a cross, but he's tackled cleanly, and Emley will be able to get this away. Still deep in their area, being pressed by Wilson to put the block in. It's gone back to the defender, and the next box took out for a throw-in. So Emley will get the ball back with this throw-in. Ball in the midfield now, and O'Connor's missed out on that 50, could break for Emley. Ball knocked forward. There's an appeal for a foul from DeGrushi. He seemed to take out the midfielder as the pass went forward, but nothing given, and it went back to Townsend. Now it's Turner on the ball, just turning round now to Barnett, who's gone high up across the halfway line. Forward, looking for Poole, finds Poole, who knocks it forward to looking for Rawson, went a bit further left than he wanted it to, but Rawson has it. He's going to move into the box on the left-hand side. He's going to play it across in the middle. Can Wilson gamble? Very close. He was cleared at the last moment by the Emley midfielder, dropping back in. Wilkinson almost there to score the opener. Wilkinson has already scored once in pre-season. Scored the second goal against Brighouse a couple of weeks ago, well, a week and a half ago now. Ball will be back now. Looks like Thomas Poole will take it. Lots of targets. It's how Stocksbridge scored in the game on Easter Monday, was from a corner kick. Elliot Owen with the goal. And here it comes, looking for that far post. This time, the goalkeeper claims it well. And it was Elliot Owen coming in behind him. If the keeper hadn't called that, we would have had another goal against Emley. Ball goes forward. Awkward bouncing 1 foot, able to deal with, but the free kick's given. The 10 has pushed Ingleton in the back. He doesn't think so. He's not happy about the decision, but that is what he has said. So ball goes forward now to Lemon. Lays it forward now to DeGruchy. Then to Rawson, who controls and looks off in. He's looking at DeGruchy. Will it stay in play? No. How hard DeGruchy would have been in. Better from the Seals, though. The passing is improving as the game goes on. Back to the keeper, who switches it out toward the right. Taking his time with the right back as he puts it through to the 7. Back into defence it goes. Just controlling it, happy to have it in defence at the moment. Taking his time, and it goes into defence and then back to the keeper. Again, taking his time with it, launches it long. He's looking to get this through to the run of the 10. It's a good looking one. The 10's gone through, shot saved by Townsend. It was a really good ball from the keeper. The 10 was onto it first. Lemon had to defend. He couldn't do so though. The volley though, straight at Townsend. It's the biggest chance of the game. Townsend had to be alert. Back to the midfield for Emley. Just could have taken the lead. Probably should have taken the lead. Back into defence, number 5. Back to the right. Into the 7, then back to the right again. Going all the way back into the defence now. And Emley happy to play it around in defence at the moment. The keeper now going forward, and we'll send up back with the keeper. Long ball forward by Townsend, finds DeGruchy, back to Lemon, goes forward to Lemon, tries to flick it, look for DeGruchy, head away by the 3, does it looped in the air. DeGruchy gets it favourably, and Rawson then tries to knock it back to DeGruchy, appeals for handball, not given, and the 3 able to clear. Goes to Owen. Awkward touch and loses the ball here before Owen is able to win it back, but then he gives it away again. Now the 10 on the ball for Emley. Forward it goes into the 11. Gets into the box and he curls his shot wide. One of these inside curlers curled away from the far post in the end. Back with Townsend. Who slips on the ball for a second as he was taking it back to the goal spot. Takes it shot to Owen, who will carry the ball out. Wilkinson put it into midfield and then back to Townsend. Slowly does it for the goalkeeper, as it's not a quick pace this game. Switching it, moving out towards left, looking for Barnett here, but headed away from him. Back to Owen though, and Stocksbridge retain possession. Goes forward, he's under pressure, and pass forward has blocked it. Goes out for a Steele's throw-in. Hello to Anthony Sanderson saying, "Come on, Stocksbridge, happy Yorkshire Day." Aye, nothing better than a Yorkshire derby between the Steels and the Pewits to celebrate Yorkshire Day. The Sheffield FC are playing in something that's tomorrow in something that's completely irrelevant to Yorkshire Day. They're in Derbyshire. Ball goes away to the number 9. Tries to head in the midfield. Turner getting it. Turner will get it out to Lemon. Takes the touch. In the middle to Turner. Forward to DeGruchy. Looking for an overlap from Turner. Knocked it over the top to Turner. And Turner gets the chip into the middle to O'Connor. Back out to DeGruchy. DeGruchy putting the cross in. It's a teasing one, and the keeper has to push away. Poole heads it back into the middle. Rawson's fighter in for. Is that a pass back to the keeper? The referee doesn't believe so. It was not back to the keeper. Adjudged to be enough of a non-deliberate one for it to be no indirect free kick. You didn't actually see one of them last year, an indirect free went Stocksbridge's way. I'm trying to remember who it was against now. It's an absolutely weird phenomenon. I think Stocksbridge didn't score from it. I think it was in Pontefract Collieries at their ground, from what I remember. Not a common sight, but first time I've actually seen one while being up here. The ball is now back with Emley. Launch forward. Owen heads away, then heads out to Lemon, who was a powerful clearance that hit the back of the 7, thankfully. If that hit your private area, you'd have had no children ever again. As the ball goes back to the Emley defender. Ball switched out towards the left, towards number 9, who brings it down well. Back to the 7. Going sideways. And back into midfield. To the 4. Out to the right. Takes his time with it before it goes back to the 4. Emley keep possession well, but other than that big long pass from the goalkeeper, they haven't really found a way through the Stocksbridge defence. So after all this intricate passing they've tried, it was the most direct route that almost worked. Back in the Emley defence as they continue to pass it round, but without much penetration. Knocked along over the top now, and then knocked back to the 9, who controls it well into the middle. Tries to find the 9 again, does do so. Wilkinson's tackle doesn't get it off him. Back to the 7, who comes forward with it. And then to the 5 as Emley carry on forward. Take the pass forward, flicked it on, but then intercepted by O'Connor. Then Wilkinson drills pass forward, look for Orson, but intercepted and cleared out. And well, I think the 9 were thinking, could I get onto this? But then I think he was told by the linesman, nope, you're offside. Well, he was not going to go out for a goal kick. Lemons had to collect it, and he will be pressed quickly by the forward, which could be Danae Lawrence. Ball returned to the Stocksbridge defence. Owen will head it away. And back to Owen again, who will volley it away after it was quickly turned right. Wilkes having a bit of a wrestling match, not penalised for it, but as he got it forward, it was knocked away. Now to Rawson, who knocks it over the top. The Grushi will try to get onto it. The free clears it right up into the air. Rawson will challenge. Heads it on, looking for the Grushi, who heads it out to right to Poole. First time pass, looking for the Grushi, is being held. And nothing will be given. Rawson unhappy with our referee today. Goes out for a goal kick. 26 minutes gone, remains 0-0. I suppose we shouldn't expect goals from this game. These are the 2 best defences from the Northern Premier League East last year. Emley had that title for most last year until the Steel's rock-solid defence at the very end of the year allowed them to overtake. As Emley get a free kick, and some of their travelling fans who are unhappy with his decision-making sarcastically applaud. It's quickly taken. Out to the left, now to the 8. This looks like a decent attack for Emley. Flicked over the top to the forward and tried to get it out to the left, but he's got right underneath that ball, and out for a throw in it goes. Still 0-0 here, 27 minutes gone. Stocksbridge looking for a goal, but Emley have had more of the ball at this point. Back into midfield. Further free, and then back into defence, and then knocked across. As the ball now goes over to the right-hand side. Knocked forward into midfield, and Emley are building well, but again, this penetration hasn't really been there for him. To the 7. As he tries passing, tries to loop it in there, but that allows Owen to intercept. But then again, he tries to start a counter-attack through Thomas Poole, and he just gives it back to Emley. So we will begin again. But then that pass also goes out of place, so we'll have a Stocksbridge throw-in. Welcome to pre-season. As the ball goes back to Turner. Now to the left, Poole knocks it forward. DeGrucci holds it up. It's highways to Rawson. Struggles to get it under control, but then knocks it onto O'Connor, who knocks it onto the right. It's a chase for it, and Lemon's looking to be the first one onto it. He's going to race with the free. The free gets to it first, shields it, out for a Stocksbridge, for an Emley throw. now feel free to take this throw in. Launches that throw forward. Lemon head it away and it will be a throw in. Back to the free, we'll throw it back to the goalkeeper. He will take his time for knocking it out to his centre back on his right hand side. Switches it out into defence as Emley again, you say they have had the ball, they've had one of the big chances, but still 0-0 as they try to get it onto the right side, but Barnett will take it away. Only heads it back to his forward though. They peeled back really nicely to pick up the afters there as the cross goes in, and it's going to be given as a corner kick, our first corner of the game. Oh, the FA Cup begins tonight here on the very 1st of August, and the first goal in the FA Cup is from Pickering Town. Connor Avison, the man who gets that honour this year, puts them 1-0 up against Penrith. Pickering and Penrith sound like a British summer holiday derby, don't they? Two places you often end up when you're going away in the summer holidays with the kids. Pickering if you want to go to Flamingo Land, who do sponsor Pickering Town, it is the Flamingo Land Stadium, or Penrith if you're doing the Lake District. Here comes the corner from Emley, goes all the way through before Eagledon heads it away. Pool controls, holding it up, trying to get it back to O'Connor, but loses the ball, and Emley will get back on the attack here. Emley have probably been the better side here as they get it out to the left to the number 9. One-on-one with the defender, puts the cross in, blocked in the air by O'Connor, and he does a bit of juggling in the air now before it's head away, and Poole can just volley it out. Back to the 5 and out wide it goes to the full back. Taking it under control and back into defence. Emley again once holding on to possession, and it's a ball knocked over the top, but Eagledon will read that and head it out for a Emley throw-in. Half an hour gone in this game. It is 0-0. Ball goes back into defence for Emley. Now out to this free. Into defence, and Emley once again holding possession. It might be up to 70% possession. And it was a tread on the ball by them playing now Stocksbridge right break. Wilkinson with the tackle and gets it to Rawson. Rawson continuing to go on his own, misses the pass for Wilkinson, who will go for it the second time. That freeze there again with a good siding challenge. Gets it away for a throw-in. You just wonder if Rawson had delayed that pass a bit too long. Back now for the number 2, Jordan Lemon. Starting for the first time in pre-season this summer. Throws it to O'Connor, back to Lemon, now to O'Connor. For Taguchi, some one-touch passing. Finds its way to Turner, chips out towards Rawson, who's in the 6-yard area, trying to get the space for a shot. He's forced backwards, back to goal at the moment. Out to DeGruchy on the right. He's one-on-one with his defender. Left footer puts cross in, takes a block, and then it's cleared. Better from Stocksbridge, just couldn't find the space in the box. Emley had clogged up the channels really effectively. Back into defence to Eliatoe. To Wilkinson, who's dropped back quite deep. Now Eagledon, who's struggling to keep control of it, manages to do so eventually. Middle to O'Connor, who knocks it over the top. DeGruchy, I don't think was ready for the knock over the top. It will loop over and go out for a goal kick. So back now for the keeper of Emley. Back with the keeper now, and big ball forward from him, and tried to find a little bit. Took a clip there, nothing given though, and Emley can go 2-on-2, but they went quite slowly with it, and it allowed Stocksbridge to get a lot of defenders back. Now a long distance shot that went ridiculously far off and does deserve a bitter applause from the Emley fans who've made the short journey from West Yorkshire. Back with Townsend now. Another FA Cup to tell you about. Wokingham Town is 1-0 up against Brislington. Ty Moorcroft has has scored as Emley win the ball high up the pitch, much to Pete Goldstraw's annoyance. And here come Emley, out foot ball to the number 10, tries to flick it towards goal, blocked by the legs of Townsend. It's a corner kick, but Stocksbridge turn back in defence, and Goldstraw is irate with the defensive work of the Steels. Taken quickly, the corner to the free. Now finds the 10, who's completely unmarked in the box. He passes it sideways, blocked, and then well in by Turner, who gets his shirt pulled, and will be a free kick to the Steels. And the free's unhappy that it was given. He went short with the corner kick. He didn't want that to happen. So back now with Townsend. By the way, if you are listening and you do not subscribe to us at the moment on our YouTube channel, make sure to click that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications of when we release a new video. It's a great way to keep in tune with the channel, and even if you're an Emley fan, it'd be good to watch our highlights, wouldn't it, from time to time? I guess you're good. I know you guys will be targeting Step 3 next year after not being too far away from it last year, quite unexpectedly as well. But a great performance from Emley, despite the disappointment in that game at Dunstan. As Rawson's on the ball high up, he's actually very close to the byline. Back he goes. Took on a first time passing near Barnett, puts a crossing, got a bit underneath it. Keeper has to just palm it over, and Stocksbridge have a corner kick there, second of the game. Just looping underneath the bar, the keeper had to palm it over. It will be Curtis Turner heading over to take the corner. Surprised it's not Jordan Barnett, who's took quite a few set pieces this summer. We'll head this right foot, it'll be an in-swinger. Goes right in the middle, and Iggulden cannot get on it. He goes underneath it, and it goes over the bar. So back with the keeper now. Taking his time with it. Now the run up and the boot away from the keeper. Either of them go for the header, wins the header, but back into Emley's midfield, who knocks it long, and this could be a good pass for the number 9, who's got a bit of space on the left. He's now surrounded by Owen and Lemon. Into the corner he goes, and he can't get past Elliot Owen, who then clears it away. Out to left to the number 3. Thrown into the middle. Loop back into defence, and Rawson will press, but finds a bit quicker than Rawson, and then sends a big diagonal past that. He's well over hit, and Townsend will take it down on his chest. 36 minutes gone, 0-0 here. Ball going long from Townsend. Wilson tries to flick it on, back into defence it'll go, for it's cleared away. Barnett returns it. Goes over his head, and now back to the keeper, taking control. And, oh, he's robbed of the ball, but then he slips at the moment that... It was Thomas Poole who looked like he tackled the keeper before slipping over himself. It would have been 1-0 had he stayed on his feet. Lemon with a throw in an attacking position to DeGruchy, back to Lemon, looking for Turner, finds Turner, who wants to cross, but he's blocked off from it. Back it goes to DeGruchy, who puts a good looking cross in, headed away, goes to Wilson. That is a smashing volley that's come off the head of number 4, and he's still going, bless him, and then he drops. He needs that, because I don't think he realised how badly that hit him until, well, about a few seconds afterwards. It looked like for a second it connected with his head, but I think if it hit his head, he might well have been down for the count. Volley was hit just so powerfully. If that was on target, the keeper would have had no chance with it. He's going to need a bit of treatment here. The Emley physio is on. This blonde-haired midfielder who dropped back and suffered for it. for a while he looked like he was impervious to the pain, but I think that was the adrenaline, and then when he realised, oh God, a shot about 80 miles an hour just smashed into me, he went down. Some goals in the FA Cup to tell you about. Bootle are 1-0 up on 1874 Northwich, the team that knocked us out the FA Cup last year. Ben Hodkinson has scored. Elsewhere in the North East, in the Northern League Division 2, Redcar Town are 1-0 up on Sunderland West End. Connor Smith has scored. Well, he's back to his feet, this number 4, and he will be able to continue, it seems. Don't know how he's managed that, but fine. But quite interestingly, despite the fact it seemed like Stocksbridge was still able to attack, the ball's been given right back to the Emley defence. One I think would cause a bit more annoyance in a league game or a cup match. Ball goes forward, Owen heads it away. 10 will head it up into the air, as trying to go down the right-hand side and back it into midfield as Emley redistributes it well. DeGruchy stabs it away, but I think he's actually helped Emley more than hindered. It will go out for a Emley throw in a good position, so as it's thrown back to the 8. DeGruchy quickly pressing. Back to the number 4, who found his world, created in for a few seconds there with that Alfie Wilkinson shot. Looks okay now. Now left to the number 6. Into the defence. For the 4. Out into the defender. Back out it goes into defence, and Rawson trying to tackle. Got a bit of a footing. He's forced him having to get it back to the goalkeeper. Takes his time with left back, and O'Connor presses, but the pass right was keeper just took O'Connor out for a second, and still keeping in an advanced position. O'Connor before it goes long. Eagledon will head it away into the 11. Will pick it up, and there's actually a free kick here. Emley fans not happy about that one, and I don't actually blame them because I'm not entirely sure what it was for. So Turner out towards Barnett. Barnett knocking it long towards Wilkinson, who brings it down and tries to knock it back, and it will go out for a throw-in. So back with Barnett for the throw-in in an advanced position just past the line of the box. Thrown to Wilkinson, who's surrounded by 3 players, and goes out for another Stockton throw as he tried to pass it back. I don't think he had any room whatsoever to do a thing. And throws it back to Poole, and it finds Wilkinson, and then Turner will loop the ball into the box and head away. Go from Lemon, who's in a very high up position. And now Emily looking to counter attack, but Lemon got back quickly and gets it back to Eagledon. Stocksbridge stay on the ball for now. Eagledon knocking over the top, looking for Rawson, bounce over the top of him, and then the free will clear it away. Wilkinson, back it goes to Turner. Switches out to Barnett, takes the touch, carry on forward with it, and gets it out towards the left to Wilkinson. Barnett's an overlap option. So Wilkinson's going to drill across him for the far side, but loops over everyone, goes out for a goal kick. So back it will go for the Emley keepers. We close in on the end of the first half, 42 minutes gone. Not been a thriller. So I will say the last weekend Stocksbridge had a friendly last season was against Brighouse Town. We drew 0-0 there. So I think a 0-0 might be good luck if it ends up like that, as Emley controlling midfield. It was with a shoulder of that number 4. Nothing given, obviously not low enough for it to be a handball. As Emley have it in defence. Out to the right now. Into the middle as Emley tried to pass it around. Back to the keeper. Controls. Continues forward with the ball, and now we'll send the diagonal. Owen will look to head it away, but it's headed back. Owen will then boot it out after getting a second attempt. Throw into Emley. right-hand side now. Launched back into defence. And to the furthest defender back in their own half. And then pass it forward to 4 in the Stocksbridge half now. Back it goes sideways. Emley building from the back with a slow, methodical passing method. Until they decide to go long, diagonal. Barnett, though, managed to get his hand underneath it and get it away. Poole can't control, though. Back it goes into midfield, and Emley keeping the ball well, shielding from Stocksbridge pressers. Number 7 comes forward with it, the captain for tonight. And back into defence. Emley slowly does it for Emley once again in the passing. Carrying it forward and controlling, and back it goes into defence. This is why Emley's got about 60-70% possession, but Stocksbridge have always been quite happy to let teams have this sort of possession, because at the moment they're in their own half and you can't really score from your own half. Here comes the diagonal. Townsend shouts for it. Eagleton shields it. You go back to Townsend. And that will be that for the first half. And, well, it's not been much of a first half. The biggest chance came from a big direct ball from Emley, his keeper, which found their number 10, but he just drilled it right at Townsend and made a save. That number 10 was also denied with a little flick shot, one-on-one, that was also saved by Townsend. We'll see you for the second half of 15 minutes. welcome back to Brackenmore for this pre-season friendly between Stocksbridge Park Steels and Emley AFC. I'm your commentator Adam Allcroft here on the Stocksbridge Park Steels YouTube channel. It is 0-0 at the moment. Only one big chance, well, two big chances for Emley, but both saved by Ben Townsend. Been a good performance as we await the start of the second. Referee doing his final couple of checks. 1, 2, 3, just checking still a bit more. As he takes them seriously, and here we go. So Stocksbridge Park Steels get us underway. They're wearing the yellow shirts, blue shorts, blue socks, kicking from right to left, while Emley are in the claret shirts, white shorts, and claret socks, kicking from left to right. Well, forward head away by the Emley defender. Turner will try to get it back onto the left before it's into middle. Number 10 can't control. Higgleton gets it forward, pull, knocks it down. Wilton tries to keep it in, does, but only gets it back to Emley, but it's cleared out, and Stocksbridge will retain possession. As Owen trying to get forward, block, but back to Barnett, who's ball forward, takes a little deflection forward to Rawson, who chests it down, back to Poole, who tries to get forward, takes a little block and into the middle, and Emley get the ball back. Emley get the ball away. Higgleton heads it away. Wilson can't get in control as he tries to pass it out towards Barnett, but Emley on attack. Wilson though does well, goes in with a tackle, gets the ball back, appeals for a free kick. 11 still down. Didn't seem like that sort of tackle, but Stocksbridge's long ball forward will go back to the keeper, who was looking to do it quickly, but now will slow it down because his 11 is still down and will need a bit of treatment from the physio. So 46 minutes gone, and we'll have a break in play already. Plenty of goals to tell you about since we went off air for like 15 minutes. In the Northern Counties, Durnan District are 1-0 up away at Worsborough. Justin Circuit, the scorer. Former Steel Declan Childs is on the bench for Worsborough today. Elsewhere in a friendly, Dunstan are foes in that player final. They're beating step-free Morpeth Town. Josh Donaldson has scored. Meanwhile, Brislington has equalised against Woking with echo Jay Malpass. The game is back underway here with the keeper almost getting caught out by Alfie Wilkinson. Ball just back in defence now. Sent long. Lemon brings it down well before trying to send down the channel, but can only knock it out player. Throwing to Emley. So elsewhere, Penrith have equalised against Pickering. Jamie Armstrong has scored. That's in the FA Cup. Also in the FA Cup, Otoxeter Town are leading against Belper United. It's their number 9 that scored. Oh, and finally, Wokingham Town have just retaken the lead against Brislington. Ty Moorcroft scoring his second in the game. The ball just goes through to Rawson, but he just gets caught out in the middle, sandwich, but gets it to DeGrush in the end. Then forward, back to Rawson on the right-hand side. Puts crossing blocked, throwing the Steels. Stocksbridge have come out really well in this second half so far. Back now on the right-hand side with Lemon coming up to take the throw. Expecting all the substitutes to come around the hour mark. Arthur's surprised he's not going to announce it. Can't believe it. Ball booked in from the throw-in after the cross went in, but played by the keeper who's able to get it in his hands. Ball going forward and intercepted by Lemon, who will get it back to Townsend, switches it out. It might fall short for Barnett. It does. The 10 wins out on it, but Wilson gets onto his looping touch. Loses the ball though. It appeals for a foul. Curl pass here to this number 9. Number 9 goes wide. Gets rid of his initial chance of a shot before it goes back to fence. Tries to put the cross in. Loops high over the Emley attackers. They're going to keep it in though. On the right. Cross goes in towards the near post. Emley get to it first. But the offside flag is up. Free kick for Stocksbridge. 49 minutes gone. 0-0 here. had a bit of a lively start to the first half, but no chances created as of yet. Ball goes long, they're trying to get to it, but headed away by the Emley midfielder. Chandler the forward, who just knocks it on to Lemon in the end. Stocksbridge back on the ball. Out to Barnett. Nice footwork from Barnett, who takes it past the 10, then tries the diagonal. O'Connor racing onto it, but the free, who's been a really good left back, this number 3 for Emley today. He wins the ball, he's going to carry it forward as well. Slip past the number 9, appeals for offside, not given. Puts the ball into the 6-yard area. Townsend will claim it at his near post. Good work by him. Now it's Lemon carrying the ball forward for Stocksbridge. Gets out to DeGruchy. Doesn't get good control of it though, and goes past the defender, but Rawson does actually quite well there, and he's appealing for us. Stocksbridge throw-in. He thinks it came off the man last. I think when it hit the Emley defender, it was when it was already off the pitch. So they're quickly taking it back to the keeper. Looking for Owen, but he'll head it away. Back into the 10. Wilkinson wins it. Trying to do his best to keep the 10 off it, and in the end, the 10's just all over, and it will be a Stocks free kick. Quickly taken by Turner, but he's about 5 yards ahead of where the foul was, so it will be returned, and the 10's just struggling to get up here, and he will. Now get up and continue. He's still holding the small of his back. I expect he might end up going off if that continues. You don't want to risk that sort of thing so close to the season, because Emley will be underway soon. As the ball clipped into the box, Owen heads into the middle, just past Eagledon. It was behind him in the end. If it was front of him, we could have seen it be 1-0 there. Lemon takes it, furthest man back at the moment. Being pressed, so has to send it down the channel. It's blocked, and Emley have a chance. We have quite a few people in positive positions. But forward, look for the 10. Poorly hit pass will go back to Townsend. Ball going forward, then clips on DeGruchy, will chase it before it's claimed by goalkeeper. Emley will get their season underway on Saturday, Saturday. They're at home to Silsden, in the same position as they were the year before, champions of Northern Counties Premier Division. Silsden front follow a better model than Emley. Emley just losing in that final minute of that playoff semi-final against Dunstan. The heartbreak, and it must be one of the worst coach rides to have come back on, as Emley hook a clearance up into the air, and I was expecting to hear that crash off the stand on the top, but it must have made its way to the car park. So someone's got a nasty surprise when they go back to the car. What? As the ball goes back to Wilkinson, who's trying to roll away from 2 defenders, trying to knock it beyond him, but blocked, and ball will come away. It's at number 4 who came the worst of a Wilkinson volley. As it's cleared out, Eagledon will pass it back to the goalkeeper Townsend. Back to Owen, who takes the touch, but under the press, gets it forward to Wilkinson just in time though. Wilkinson trying to loop it forward, but cleared away from get to Barnett. Wilkinson gets it back, returns it first time. Rawson trying to get past the man, but blocked. A bit of frustration from the Stockbridge fans at Rawson losing the ball. Before gets it back into midfield to the 4. Over to the 3 now, as Emley look to build a bit quicker in their passing in this half. As they're carrying it forward still, back to the 7. Still in their own half as they now get over to the but Owen got a block onto it, but the 7's carried forward, and he's going to break forward a bit. Gets it to the overlap, the number 3, moving forward, cross going in, near post clearance by Elliot Owen. And Jack DeGruchy picks it up. Can he get a counter-attack going? Sends it forward to Rawson, who just needs to hold it up, and now tries to fast, looking for DeGruchy. DeGruchy will fight it for it, but loses out on that occasion, and Emley will get it back into their defence. Good work by the Pewits to keep away from DeGruchy. Defender carrying it forward into the midfield, then back and goes into defence. Wilkinson following, now Poole following, but it's still there. Just noticed that the number 2 of Emley has gone up, been replaced by an 18. Still don't know the names. Emley haven't provided a team sheet, as quite a lot of teams in pre-season choose not to. Ball clip forward onto the wing here. Lemon's pressing very high up, and he's got a block in, and he gets the second block as well as it goes out for an Emley throw. 54 minutes gone in this game. It remains 0-0 here. So ball thrown back to the defender. It's a poor touch. Pool's won it. Pool's going to go long range. He's gone long range. He's gone wide with it. Well, Thomas Poole, he's made himself a hero on this ground many a times, no more than that semi-final against Belper. 112th minute, he hit that strike into the bottom corner to the right of us. I think he saw himself soaring a stunner on that occasion, but he just couldn't get it right. He sent it well wide. He won it very high up at the pitch. So back it is with the goalkeeper for Emley, who sends this forward right-footed. Eagledon pushes off his defender and then gets a head up into the air. The 9 wins it back into midfield. Emley looking to create an attack out of this. Out to the left wing. Cross going in towards the near post. It goes all the way through for Owen. Last chance to get hooks it away. It's not gone out for a corner yet. Emley have got the ball back, but then a tackle goes in from O'Connor, who gets it out to Grushi. Tried to hold the ball up, but robbed of it pretty quickly. Emley now will get the ball forward, and Owen just shields it as he goes out of play for a goal kick. 56 minutes gone in this game, 4 minutes away from the substitutions that I've been reliably informed Martin will announce every single one perfectly. I'm definitely not trying to stitch him up. Long ball from Townsend, headed met all the way back, and it's just going to go all the way back to Townsend now. Sends it out to the right to Lemon. Takes the touch, carries forward over the halfway line, continues down the halfway line. Forward, but forward pass is blocked, but Stocksbridge trying to win the ball back. It eventually ricochets out, will be an Emley throw in. And after an initial burst of possession and pace from the Steels in the first 5 to 10 minutes of this half, Emley are back to what they were doing in the first half, keeping a lot of possession, but not really creating too much with it. Back with the goalkeeper. Right-footed, forward, Eagledon headed away. Back into the field, carried forward, over the halfway line, 1-2 push, but Turner will block it and clear it downfield, looking for Rawson. Great pass to De Grushi can get down the right. Big strides from the right winger, going one-on-one with defender. Tries to go across, puts across over the top of the keeper, head away at the last minute, Poole was waiting. It was really good work from De Grushi, a fantastic cross. But head away at last minute, quickly taken, throwing, Barnett. Back to Wilkinson, right-footed, looped in and then cleared out to O'Connor, who first time passes to no one on the right-hand side, though there's no Emley players there. Now a loop across in, but it's over the top of everyone and on the top of the net. A goal kick coming. It won't be long till we see these Stocksbridge substitutes on. The keeper now takes the goal kick. Headed on, and Eagledon has to shield it. Awkward from Townsend outside his box, and then left-footed will clear it away. Headed on by Poole to Rawson, who takes it down. Looks to find Poole, but knocked away by the defender, number 5, and goes out for a Stocksbridge throw-in. Back it goes to Turner, then to Barnett, who switches out to O'Connor, who's got a lot of space. Brings it down well. First time push to De Grushi, lets it roll into his path. De Grushi coming forward. Pass to Wilkinson. He just bounces up on him. If he hadn't have bounced up on him, he would have had a good chance at a shot and a goal. Turner gets the volley out to Poole. Now back to Barnett. Barnett lays it out. Crossing, teasing one. Head away out to the right to Lemon. Lemon drills it back into the middle. Poole gets a connection. There's a block on it, and it will be a corner kick. Barnett will head over to take the corner. Stocksbridge favouring the in-swinging corners this year. It seems like that with the way they're choosing their takers. They were a real strength last year, and in pre-season it looks like that will continue. And I suspect after this corner has happened, we will see all the substitutions. Barnett with the corner, looks at far post, over everyone's heads. Owen will chase it down, takes it down well, gets it back to Turner. Wonder why he just didn't take the cross. Back to the Gruchy now, who will try and chip it in, blocked. Heads it back towards O'Connor. Wasn't committed to O'Connor, and Emley could get on the break here. Going to find the number 10, but well in by Jordan Lemon. Veteran presence at the back, and now Stocksbridge can get a counter-attack going. Out to Rawson on the right wing. Back out to the right. Cross going in. It's looking for Wilkinson. Wilkinson gets a header, only gets underneath it, goes backwards, and that is going to be his last action of the game as substitutes are about to come on. So, the substitutes coming on. We have Roxburgh coming on. He's going to replace Townsend. Then we've got Jack Crook coming on. He is going to replace Paul Iggledon. The trialist will replace Elliot Owen. As we are trying to just keep up with this. Jack Tinker will come on for Jordan Barnett. Sam Kay is on for Curtis Turner. Paul slots into midfield. As we're still working this out, as the game is now back underway. Danny Deakin has come on for Alex O'Connor. Alfie Wilkinson has gone off. He's been replaced by Tommy Marshall. Luke Rawson is off and being replaced by James Morris, while Jack Watson has come on for... Oh my, and I've realised I've ran out of people who could have possibly come off. But anyway, Watson's come on. I think we did near it as well as we can possibly do. Now we wait for Martin to replicate the job. Stocksbridge have the ball in their own defence at the moment. We'll go through the entire team for you. The next break players, Emley have won the ball quite high up, but that's a poor pass, back out. Hull wins it into midfield. Danny Deakin on the ball. Sam Kay breaking out for him, he said he's going to keep it. He can do it. Golshaw's urging Tinker to go forward, now Deeks will do it. Pete Golshaw's orchestrated this pass from the sidelines as he goes to Tinker, who holds it up, tries to find Watson, the pass is short and blocked out, but then Deakin comes back and wins it. Out to Tinker, tries to find Deakin, pass blocked, throw in Stocksbridge. Back it goes for Tinker. Sue Allcroft, you didn't let me finish before you commented that, and that just shows you up. Let me finish sometimes. Thinking I'd made a mistake. As Watson's here in the corner flag. Earns a throw-in for the Steels. Back for Tinker now, and he's got a few short options of Watson and Deakin. He's going to try and get into the box, but head away. We're looking for Sam Kay. Cleared out by Emley. Onto the left wing now. This is what Emley substitutes that came in. It was a good block by the referee because it's really helped Stocksbridge out. He should have probably stopped play then, but hasn't done so before. Watson did knock it through the legs of an Emley defender, but he just found another Emley defender. Back it goes for the for Tinker to take this throw in. Always weird to see players in their non-usual shirts during pre-season. Tinker, who just always starts in a 15. Morris trying to head the ball on, just couldn't get the power on it. Luke gives it back to Emley, who then just gives it to Sam Kay. Out to Marshall, he's got some space to run into. He's got the Gruchy on the right, who's gone back into right back. The Gruchy finding Marshall again. Marshall puts a crevice in, and Watson just can't get a connection on the edge of the 6-yard area. It was great football, just Watson couldn't get a clean foot onto it. Better from the Steelers though. Back it is with the Emley keeper. Ball goes long. Chester down by number 9 and then back into midfield to the number 7. Out to the left, and he will carry on forward before it is intercepted by DeGruchy. Back to Kay, then given back to DeGruchy, who faces in the right way and forward, long pass forward, headed back into field. Morris missed out on that header, but as it's volleyed up into the air by the Emley defence, Kay wins it, comes off the back of field and then knocked onto Deacon. And Deacon's got lots of space. Watson's got an option. Forward, but blocked. Out towards the trialist defender, who collects it and gives it to Jack Crook. Crook will carry it forward over the halfway line. Forward to Morris and then back to Kay. And now get it back to Poole, who's in central midfield for this last 30 minutes. The trialist on the ball. Rolls it around and then will give it out towards Deacon, who's dropped into left back with Tinker pushing up. Back with the trialist, he gives it to Deacon, and Stocksbridge now retain possession and not really doing too much with it. Watson shrugged off his man quite well, but didn't follow it up with a run, and now Emley will be on the ball and gets it out to the right, to the 14, and he's looking to beat the trialist for pace. In the end, he slips over himself, the winger, as the trialist shield him off the ball. Out it goes to the right-hand side now. Crook clips over the defence and headed into the midfield, where Morris will pick it up, switches it out to Tinker. Lots of people shouting for the ball, Tinker, as he launched it long, but it will be headed away by the Emley defence. Back to Kay, who gets it out towards Watson, who lofts it over the defender, and now Watson will pick it up on the left wing, going one-on-one, running at his man, trying to get it onto his right, doubles back. Could have found Tinker with the pass, but now he gets him on the second attempt. Tinker slowing it down, looking for an option. We'll find the edge of the area for Kay. Then back it will go to Deacon, and then back to Tinker on the left-hand side. I feel like taking a recent opportunity to get it into that killer area. Now back to Watson, trying to get down the left, treads on the ball, loses it. Emley will carry it away. Pass goes forward, well in from the trialist. Back to Tinker, bit of time for him. Gets it forward to Morris, who just bounces up on him a bit. Back it goes to Poole, who breaks forward with it. Poole continues, Tinker on his left. Poole trying to find the shot, gets it to the side. Marshall turns, looks for the shot, takes it. Top corner! Tommy Marshall! It's a stunning goal from Tommy Marshall, who found the top corner with some absolute beauty. It's an absolute thunderbolt. He wanted it on the first time. Instead it went onto his unfavoured foot, his left foot. It's not the one he likes to shoot with, but it worked out that time. The Steelers lead 1-0 thanks to Tommy Marshall. And you can't complain, that's all to goal. As Emley get the game back underway. That goal coming on the 69th minute for the Steels. It's a very nice goal for Tommy Marshall. I think I've got away with that. As Tommy Marshall is then just hooked over by the Emley defence, and it's a free kick. Pelper United have equalised in the FA Cup against Uttoxeter. Daniel Odinaya, the scorer. The trialist centre-back gets the ball from the pass. It's out towards Tinker, it's over the top of in though, will be a throw-in. Emley will get the game underway with his throw-in right in front of us here. Into the midfield and then flicked on, but headed away by the trialist. Sam Kay brings it down. Back to Tinku, who sends it forward, but well read by the 5, who heads it out towards his left-hand side. There's Emley on the ball, back into defence. Being pressed well. Going to go back to keeper Marshall. Will press. He's looking for his second. Keeper gets it out well. Headed back by DeGruchy, who's in right back, showing his versatility off today. As the number 7 there gets blocked off, pulled away where it's gone to, and the 7's able to get the ball back. Emley on the run here. Emley moving forward, but then Kay able to intercept at the last, and then that's out to Watson, who's got a lot of space to move into. Here comes Jack Watson down the left wing, moves it in on the inside. It's a good run from Watson. Morris is calling for it. Watson then puts the pass in block. Tinker tries to hold him up, but now it'll be a breakaway, and you just think, could he have found Marshall or Morris for a pass with that run? Here comes the left-hand side for Emley as they look to try and get an equaliser. It's their last friendly before taking on Silsden next Saturday. No FA Cup for them this weekend thanks to their 5th place finish. Looping across the far side, free header saved by Roxburgh. That should be 1-1. He's peeled off really nicely from the trialist defender, the forward for Emley, but he's not really got the direction on it. It's right at Roxburgh, and a pretty simple one. We are going to get a stoppage here. Thomas Poole's got an issue. I think he might have a nosebleed. Physio Liv Phillips will come on. First time we've seen Liv Phillips. Go on. Oh. As Liv Phillips will go on and administer some treatment to the face of Thomas Poole. One of the oldest players in the team, Tucker. One of the few players who's got step-free experience, having played there with Matlock Town, not just last season, but quite a few years ago as well. I think that, even if he is just a squad player, that will be one of his key roles, is to pass on that knowledge of that level to the youngsters. Dunstan have gone 2-0 up on step-free Morpeth Town. Will Shaw, the scorer. And Worsborough have had a man sent off against Durnan District. Nathan Fletcher, the man being given his marching orders. They're losing 1-0 against Durnan District, who looked very good in a pre-season friendly I saw earlier this summer against Parkgate. As the ball comes out towards Jack Crook and the game is back underway. Thomas Poole is okay now. Ball going forward, looking for Jack DeGruchy, who's on the right wing and hooked away, throwing for the Steels. 73 minutes gone in this game, Steels leading 1-0. Tommy Marshall with the stunner. Ball back in midfield. Being forced back, Thomas Poole has to get it back to the trialist. He's the only man in the Stocksbridge other than the keeper. Out to Jack Crook, the former Baller League player. On the top for Marshall, who just lost out to that ball. He's trying to shield it away from Marshall, who's continuing to harass. Emley will clear it out, only to Poole though. He melts it back to Kay. Kay looking to turn, and he's got 2 men on him. He's turned about 2 times and shrugged them off really well. Gets it out to Marshall, who just got it caught under his feet a bit, and he's continuing it down the right-hand side. Lays it off the right to Gruchy. Low crossing cleared it, and then Emley passing it into their own area. Morris has won the ball. Morris takes a shot. It's blocked out to the right to DeGruchy. Brings it down. He's got defender in front of him, and he's got a bit of help as well. Back it goes to Poole. Booming cross, and Deacon will try and rescue it, but that is impossible to rescue out for a goal kick. 74 minutes gone here, 1-0 to the Steels. So Tommy Marshall, who's the last time he found the back of the net for Stocksbridge was, it was that playoff final against Dunstan. That now famous penalty that sent us to the Northern Premier League Premier Division. How many times have you guys watched it back? Because I think I've watched it about 50,000 times. As Emley break, good pass into the middle. Roxburgh claims it well on the edge of the 6-yard area. Roxburgh is one of the few former Emley players who've played for the Steels. Been on loan with them a couple of times. Last season, he was signed on with them, was Lampton's backup. And lost out on that battle, which you can't really fault him for. Lampton is one of the best keepers in that league, and now he's back with Stocksbridge for his third first time though as a permanent player. As Kay kicks the ball on the halfway line. He lays it off for Tinker. Tinker continuing forward. Holds it up in the middle to Watson, and Tinker will knock it back towards Kay, but he loses the ball there, dispossessed before it got to Kay, and now it's a bit of a battle midfield, but Emley come out with before they pass it right to Tommy Marshall. Marshall holding the ball. He wanted to find someone on the right-hand side. Instead he passed it back. Someone from the bench was shouting shoot at Tommy Marshall from 40 yards out. Would have been impressive if he could be capable of that sort of goal, but as it goes back towards the trialist, now out towards Tinker, forward to Deakin, first time pass to Watson, out to the right, going sideways, out across towards Poole, don't bring it down well, gets out to DeGruchy, tries to knock it on forward, blocked, and DeGruchy tries to win it back, but Emley are able to get it out. DeGruchy back into his right back position now. Goes forward, and it's going to bounce favourably for the trialist, who knocks it on here to this 14, the Afro 14 for Emley. Going one-on-one with the trialist, beats him, beats the trialist again, goes in, looks at the penalty, and as he was tackled by Tinker, and the free kick has gone Stocksbridge's way for a dive that Jack Haslam would be pleased with. It was the form, the back arch I was really impressed with. I think he'd have got like a 5.5 from the judges, because I think it would have caused too much splash into the water. It was pretty obvious, is what we're saying here. I'd have said Tom Daly had more chance of being fouled than that, as Roxbury's kick wasn't great, and some excellent goalkeeping from the fan to the right of us here. Pretty solid, good catches. Emley are going to bring on a couple of substitutes. We haven't been given a team sheet. Emley have not provided one for this fixture, as quite a lot of teams do in non-league. And we don't know the people who have come on. Heaven, by the way, who are in our division next year, will be back facing them again. They are losing 1-0 to Newton Aycliffe. The ball goes all the way back to the Emley keeper. Forward it goes into defence and knocked onto the forward, who flicks it on. A bit too far. Crook's going to be the first man onto it. He allows it to go past him, and will get it back to Roxburgh, who bashes that one away. Ducks can't stay in play though, will go out for a throw-in inside Emley's half. Well, I said it was inside Emley's half, it's now going to be inside Stockbridge's half. And then they're going to throw it back in to Emley's half. Bang a ball, looking to get it into the box, but the trialist defender with this little trademark flick back header he does to goalkeepers. He's very fond of that move. And he gets it back to Roxburgh. Well, Bootle are leading 2-0 against 1874 Northwich. Jack McGowan scored. It looks like we won't be rematching with the team that knocked us out of the FA Cup last year. As DeGruchy has the ball, he's going to send it his aim towards Morris. We haven't seen much of, and the ball does fall short of him. Watson's trying to press, but when he gets back to defence, Watson will continue his press, but he dodges away from it. The defender gets it forward. DeGruchy intercepts and heads it forward. Watson flicks it on to Marshall, who has got a bit of pace to go. Gets it on the right. He tries to use the space, but he is followed now. Gets it into the middle to Kay, who takes it more into that very congested area. Back to DeGruchy, who drills past forward, but it's deflected. Back it goes to Deakin. Deakin trying to avoid the pressure. DeGruchy's wanting it. Finds DeGruchy, back to Deakin, then back to DeGruchy, and then to Kay in the midfield. Gets it back over to Poole. Not a great touch. He just has to stand up forward, and he's tackled as he does so. Smart veteran play from the former Matlock man. Back it will go for Thomas Poole to take this free kick. Thomas Poole, other than the keeper, is actually the furthest man back from this free kick as well. He goes Thomas Poole. He doesn't hit it very well. It goes all the way through, takes a deflection from Fenford, going back to the goalkeeper. Quickly back from the Stocksbridge defenders now as they're trying to launch a counter-attack, and it's Thomas Poole back defending, and he heads it back to Roxburgh. First man to it. Back it goes for Tinker, back to the trialist, who carries it forward. Left-footed, getting it forward, and it's just going to go all the way to the goalkeeper. Back forward. And it's a bit of a last-minute challenge from Watson. He's going to get a telling off for that one. Got some moves from our travelling Emley crowd. If that gets a new, they've not met that number 12 from Hull City, as Jack de Gruchy concerningly is down. Jordan Lemon might have to return. He's taking his jacket off. The trialist is heading on. So concerningly off-contact injury for Jack de Gruchy, who's been one of the top players in pre-season. He can quickly become a fan favourite. Scored goals against Sheffield Wednesday and Hull City. And he will have to go off. Whether this is a precaution just because it's pre-season or it's something to be worried about, we'll find out after the game. Lemon will return to the pitch for his second stint of the game. Some applause from the home end. And now here comes the rest of the stand applauding as de Gruchy making his way off. He doesn't look too bad walking off here. I would suspect, by my layman's opinion, that it is a precaution more than anything. But not. But with 8 minutes to go, there's no point potentially aggravating it and stopping de Gruchy from playing further on in the season when it begins next Tuesday. Back it goes to the Emley keeper. Not long to go in this game now. The Steels leading 1-0. Ball going long here. Bounces, and it's going to be the trialist who heads it back to the keeper, but the forwards weren't far off nicking off that, because it's rolled out in front of Crook. Out to the right to Lemon, taking his first touches of the game. Forward to Morris, who flicks it on, and Marshall's racing to get onto that, and then try to get onto it. Oh, Sue Allcroft, sorry, tried to tip, but card got hacked, so it's been stopped. Well, someone's been using their card on dodgy websites again, haven't they? Emley have the free kick here in their own half after Marshall gave one away. So back with the goalkeeper, who lamps that one forward, headed up into the air, and headed on by Lemon, and Kay knocks it further on before Poole big hook away, headed away by the defender, and Poole get forward, and it missed the defender, and now Watson has a chance to run forward. Here comes Watson, trying to get it onto his right foot at the moment, and he's going to lay it off for Deakin, who tried to get it in the middle, but saved by the keeper. Just did it the other direction, aimed at Morris. Emley, back on it now on the left-hand side. Into the middle to the Sfor. He's been on the walls today. Clip ball forward, it's a good one. 17 got a touch onto it, but he only takes it backwards. The 14 now on. As Emley have got quite a few of their subs up now. Back into the middle to the 4. And then back into the defence, and Emley happy to pass it around again. Maybe need a bit more urgency if they want an equaliser, a confidence boosting equaliser ahead of their first game of the season against Silsden next Saturday. We have another friendly to go on Tuesday night at home to Barnsley. The ball's here on the left-hand side, one-on-one, and then side into the middle, flicked into the middle, well won by the trialist who gets it away. Then to Deakin, who's launched one for Morris to try and chase. Morris, who holds it up really well. Morris back to Watson. He's got Marshall deep and Deakin, Morris ahead of him. He's going to give it to Morris. Tinkers an overlap. Morris is going to Get it back to Deakin, tried to pass into the box by Watson, no one's there for it. And back it goes to the goalkeeper. 84 minutes gone in this game, it remains 1-0 to the Steels as we close in on full-time whistle. Big ball forward, but Roxburgh is actually going to have to deal with it outside the box. Instead he's going to go defender and shield it away from the attacker. It's a goal kick now. With who sends it short to Crook. Crook now sends it forward. Morris is in offside position even if he did make the run, but as it goes back to the goalkeeper. I don't know if Morris can actually press him yet. He can now as the pass is made to his defender. Out wide to his 18, this right back. Watson pressing, has to get it back to the goalkeeper. Forward into defence and back to the goalkeeper. Carry on going forward with it. Launch forward and into the left wing. Then not forward as Emley just went past the forward for Emley and tries. He just pushed the forward off him as he was marching forward. That strength from him. Now Morris outside the foot pass, looking for Marshall, finds Marshall. Great pass from Morris. Marshall holds it up as he goes onto the left wing. He's got some options in the middle. Has to pass it back to Kay. Kay going forward with it to Marshall. Trying to get past his man, getting a bit of a push. Has to get back to Deakin now. We'll have to give it all the way back to Crook, the furthest outfield player for the Steels. Forward to Lemon. Lemon taking the touch, continuing forward. Sideways in the middle to Deakin, who then gets it back to Tinker. Tinker back to Kay. First time pass, looking for Morris on the left. Morris going on the outside here. Trying to get it into the middle to Deakin. First time pass will find Morris, who goes in. Chance for Morris. He doesn't care the shot enough. It was blocked before he made it, but even if he made it, it was right at the keeper. But good passing from the Steels. All the way back in defence now as it's back to Roxburgh, who's gets it out to Crook. Now Poole will pick it up. Out towards Deakin. Controls it. Left foot forward. He's looking for the runner Kay, but headed away. And Watson will head it back and hooked away. And Poole will fight for it. Heads it forward to Deakin, who knocks it over the top. Marshall, maybe if he gambled in it, earlier, he had a bit of indecision, and because of that indecision, it's now an Emley ball. This left back carrying it forward, and it's a good pass forward as Emley look to try and get an equaliser. Curl passes it forward, but the striker can't get to it. Going to keep it in though on the right. He can't keep it in. Second time we're asking, it just didn't work out for him. 87 minutes gone in this game. We are very, very close to the end, and a Stocksbridge win. Morpeth have got one back against Dunstan. Nick Ballardo has scored 2-1 there now. There's a couple of set-free sides are stumbling today in what is a final friendly for a lot of teams. Ball goes forward from Roxburgh. Kay's going to head it on, but it just finds the number 4. Has been on for the full 90 today. All forward, the try, the centre back heads it away after a very early jump from the forward. Gets it out towards Deakin, who gets it down the channel. Watson can't keep it in. It is a throw-in. Into the middle. Back into defence it goes. Not towards the left. Ball going forward. As Emley pass it round again. Patient passing still, no franticness. Shows you it is more about working on your shape, your structure than chasing results in pre-season. Ball on the right, clip cross in. It's a good looking cross, but Roxburgh claims it as it found its way to him, curled into his path in the end. Chucks it out to Tinker. Goes forward towards Marshall, but cleared away from him. Back it goes to the Trials, who just returns it back, but it's just going to be a harmless one. The Emley defence will pick that up pretty simply. Marshall almost won the ball there. And back it will go into the Emley keeper. Diagonal ball forward. It's going to be intercepted by Tinker. Tinker forward to Kay. Loops upon him. This seems to be an issue on this pitch, is the touch looping up on him. they need to work out how to handle, because they have wasted a few good passing moves on it. And that pass has been completely intercepted by the winger here. This 14 lays it off of the fullback 18. Sideways it goes to the 17, to the 4. And it's going to be a foul from the 14, a free kick to Stocksbridge. We are past the 90 minutes now, so we should expect full time at any moment. Don't see any reasons for us to have any added time, as looks like we're getting a bit of red sky at night to the left of us. It's going to be a sunny day tomorrow then. Shepherds are delighted. As Rock's prepared to take this free kick, which could be the end of the game. So Roxby now will launch it forward, looking for Morris again. Headed into the middle, cleared away. Crook will contest it. He won the contest, but he's giving it out to this number 12 for Emley, the number 12. Elf evades a tackle from Crook. Now pulls on trying to dispossess him, but he continues to keep the ball. Back to the 4, out towards the left. Good switch. Chester down well by the left back. Back it goes into the 4. Stocksbridge have plenty of plays back. Big long range shot, and that will be the end of the game as it goes over onto the road. Steels win 1-0. A wonder goal from Tommy Marshall gives the Steels the win here today. As the wins continue for Stocksbridge. Their 5th win in pre-season now. Thank you very much for Emley for the visitors. Thank you all to you listening. I've been Adam Allcroft, your commentator. It's our final friendly on Tuesday night against Barnsley before the season begins. A week on Tuesday away at Whitby Town. Thank you very much to everyone being listening. Good night.